Is it just me? Or even to this day in the big 2025, these still got the same lame script. They always got less than five bodies.
Stop the cap.
They've been celibate for the last 6 months.
Stop the cap.
Their ex is a toxic, controlling narcissist.
Stop the cap.
They're homebodies. They don't like to go out. They out every weekend because their homegirls drag them. And for some reason, even though they don't like going out, they're always half naked. Anybody notice that?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I'm gonna be honest. Why when women say I'm living my best life, they always go and do some hoe shit? Why is the best you could do is be a slut?
That nigga got a point.
When you're younger in your 20s, like, who the fuck wants to get married and settle down?
Yeah.
Some people, but not me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress. I want to be getting flipped upside down. And then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest. And I want to do it all over again and then some. And then when you get a little older, you're kind of like, I literally don't have time.
Bruh. She belongs to the streets.
Ladies in your early 20s, late 30s, take you some time, travel the world, sleep with every man that make your pussy purr.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys as you saw in the intro. And when I came across this, I was like, finally, some red hardcore evidence. Yes. Because there's been a lot of talk about who really pushes this hookup culture, or the whole deal about men sleeping around and women sleeping around and this, that, and so forth. But I always found it funny that when it comes to hookup culture and the way things are now, women always as usual point the finger at men, even though, well, for the most obvious common sense reason, women literally control access to sex. So what happens is only what women allow. So I don't understand how they would even come to that conclusion outside of the fact that y'all just blame everything on us anyway. However, it was a bit humorous to actually see a woman just flat out just say it like it is. And as you can tell, she looks a little bit older, and we all know how that goes. Them older women, they don't always give the best advice to the younger women. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Real quick,
Before she starts, I want to say, look at the caption. The caption is insane.
ladies in your early 20s, late 30s, and you have went to college and you like, I got to be married by 30. Stop. Get off that clock. Take you some time, travel the world, sleep with every man that make your pussy purr. I mean, sleep with them. Sleep with them quick. Get that on out. Get it out you.
Oh, what the fuck is going on? Ask any man or woman that is older than you right now, how do they feel after sleeping with every man or woman? Ask them. They're empty. They're empty inside. They can't pair bond. They can't even find a partner to bond with. They're emotionally detached from the world. They're cooked. Ask any man or woman that has slept with a lot of people. They'll tell you. It's crazy that it's people that give advice like this, right? Like, if you paid attention to the movie Sinners, if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Who does she sound like? She sounds like the vampires at the door in the movies Sinners that just came out. She sounds like the vampires. When Michael B. Jordan's twin brother died in the movie, he was like this. He was like, come on, bro, this is true freedom. Like, come on. Knowing that he's spiritually dead, he's gone. He's going to keep trying to tell his brother, like, hey, bro, this is the way. Come on. This is not the way. They want you to be miserable just like them. Do not listen to this, bro. It's sad.
Yeah, and I think this is something that needs to be taken a little bit more seriously, especially when it comes to women. particularly women that are involved in sex work per se. I remember, dude, when I very first started this channel, there was a story about a woman who did sex work, and she unalived herself because she wanted husband and children, and she realized this, and because she chose to go into that profession, she realized how difficult it was going to be in order to find that. And nowadays you're starting to see in rarity more of it, but if any man can see that these type of men that these women get with that are cool with what they've done in the past, these typically wouldn't be their first choice than men, if we're being brutally honest. I mean, for Christ's sakes, look at the men that pay for OnlyFans. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a video on that in the future too. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
They think that they can lay down with men indiscriminately and it has no effect on their soul and their psyche and their brain, which is not true. They are degraded each and every time they lay down with a new man, for he not only pokes his into their orifice, he also pokes his to their heart, and they come to you damaged with many holes in their shattered heart. They can never be whole.
How many guys have you got with in one night before?
Like 10.
What?
10.
Nasty bitch.
Like 10.
You got with 10 guys in one night?
Well, it was before we dated, so it doesn't matter.
It does matter to me.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm being serious. Like, when did you go with 10 guys in one night?
It was before we were dating, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, it matters to me that you got with 10 guys in one night.
How long you guys been dating for?
3 years.
It was before we dated.
It doesn't matter when it was.
Why are you getting angry? It's fine.
Bro, no, it's not fine. Who the fuck is her? Who is she? I don't even know her anymore. 10 girls in one night? It doesn't matter when it was. You're just a hoe for the streets. She's for the streets. She's for the streets.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Men can just go sleeping around with like 10 women and it's okay, but then if a woman does it, it's like bad.
How easy do you think it would be for you to go in there and sleep with 10 guys?
Very easily. I mean, because like guys willingly will just go up to you out of the blue.
For the average guy, like your friend that was just here, how easy do you think it would be for him to sleep with 10 women?
If the guy is like some like gorgeous model, maybe he might.
I think if a guy could sleep with 10 women, the reason he's celebrated is because not a lot of guys can sleep with 10 women. There's a lot of guys that are virgins not by choice. Whereas like even the ugliest woman can sleep with a guy. So why celebrate you for something that's so easy to do?
Damn.
Gotcha, bitch. You must unlearn what you have learned.
And I'll add on to that. Women tend to not even respect what comes hard or difficult for men. So again, why should a man respect what comes so easy for a woman, like sleeping around? And he made her realize that shit in real time, and especially, and I don't know what her friend looked like that he was referring to, but look at her. And look how confidently she was saying that, yeah, I can go sleep with 10 men right now if I wanted to. Yeah, that's very easy for me. And this woman is a 2. Like dead ass, like for real. But they know this, but it still doesn't compute. Ain't that crazy? Oh man, I know the saying goes that common sense ain't common, but man, I hate saying this, but I think that applies to women more than it does men. Let's keep it moving.
You can at any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life. Let me have it, sis. I was out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance, maybe I ain't had no direction. Maybe
if you're a virgin and you go into the dating world and say, I'm not giving my cookie up until I find my husband, that's one thing. But you cannot have offsprings and go into the dating world and tell a man taking you on dates, you want him to get your nails done, you want him to give you money, you want him to pay your rent.
We're going to church
say,
today.
I am celibate.
Church.
That does not make sense.
Right.
You were supposed to tell that to your baby daddy. It does not work like that. You were supposed to tell your baby daddy, I want you to pay my bills, take care of me for the rest of my life, and in return, I will give you a child. I up too. I got a baby dad. But when I came back into the dating world, I was realistic. I was very realistic. I'm not telling no man get my nails and hair done, but I'm not giving you you no coochie.
Women should be able to just sleep with whoever they want. And I agree they should be able to sleep with whoever they want. And I should also have the choice to not date them. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and tell you I'm telling women to never sleep with anyone. What I'm telling you is I have the right to also be selective and not date them. And it doesn't make me wrong. It doesn't make me weird to not want to be with a woman who's been with a lot of men. It doesn't make me insecure. It doesn't make me weird if I want my wife to only be with me. It doesn't, because I'm not open to that doesn't make me strange.
The only person that cares about a body count is an insecure person that's interested in you, but not in the count. Let me explain. The only reason these people care is because they're comparing themselves to people in your past, whether they know them or not. It's just more people from your past that they have to compete with. So it's not really them that has a problem with it, it's their ego. The truth is, this number doesn't matter and won't matter to your right person. And just know 99.9% of the time, if you ask someone their body count, they're gonna lie. Why? Because it's none of your damn business.
Tell me that you've been ran through without telling me. There is absolutely no way in hell that you can convince me that any woman that has a low body count is going to sit up on the internet and argue this point to prove that she hasn't slept with a lot of men or to make it socially acceptable to be ran through. These women's egos are showing based off the way that they react over a man's preferences. And let's be for real, women have absolutely no right to tell men how they should feel about this topic or their preferences. Women have the right to dress how they want to dress, date whoever they want to date, sleep with as many men as they want to. My body, my choice. They can make their own choices. They have power and control over their bodies. But along with those rights, men have the same ones too. And a man has the right to not date you if you have a high body count. His body, his choice, or is that just one-sided? So yes, it absolutely does matter for pair bonding. It has to do with sexual health history. Yes, there are some men that actually care about that. And if you've been ran through, it shows that you have poor decision making, you have poor judgment, you have no impulse control, you lack self-worth and self-respect, and these are not qualities that a man wants in his wife. But additionally, a lot of men spend a lot of time, money, and effort into courting women. So when he finds out that the man next door was able to hit it and quit it without putting in any work, he's gonna be pissed off. It's the same way that if you were dating a man for like a year and he turned around and got married to somebody else, you'd be like, what the fuck? I just put in all this work for a year and he turned around and got engaged and married to somebody else within 3 months. You'd be pissed too. And regardless, this is a perfect example of when men have preferences, women can't handle it. They call them insecure, controlling, manipulative, all of the things, but women can have a laundry list of preferences and it's perfectly okay. Okay, bye.
Yeah, and I'm glad that she mentioned sexual health, because one of the things that women have hanging over their head is the fact that they carry STDs more than men. So if a man is questioning that, or your sexual history in some shape or form, considering what the stats are looking like as far as who's holding the STDs for men in comparison to women, and women on average are having sex more than men, I don't know, bro. It's kind of valid, at least from that aspect. I can appreciate where they're coming from. Let's keep it moving.
No secure man that isn't insecure with himself, he knows himself, is not gonna give a fuck or care what a woman's body count is. Because, not to get statistical or anything, but if you take a virgin vagina and a vagina that's been fucked 1,000 times, you can't, it's been studies done. You can't tell the difference.
Virgin is most likely. That's not insecurity.
Yeah,
Nobody,
no, it is.
No man wants to fuck somebody that's ran through. And first of all, if somebody is a virgin and a man gets with a virgin, they're more likely going to have a successful marriage.
Okay, would you rather be in a relationship where a woman is a virgin, but treats her boyfriend or significant other like absolute dog shit?
Fuck yes.
Or would you rather have
Why does that
be
matter?
in a relationship that she slept around a little bit, but treats you with loyalty, compassion,
What fucking whore is gonna treat a man with loyalty and compassion? That's the problem. Like that, you're saying two things that don't make sense. You're saying two things that don't make sense.
No, because you're a virgin.
Listen. At least I haven't been ran through or showed my pussy on a fucking camera. I can make money without doing that. That's the difference.
Do you want to go band for band?
Sweetheart, what's up? Because first of all,
Talk that shit.
you're trying to come at me with money that you made from selling your pussy.
See, I never came for you.
No. Because you're talking bullshit. You're literally trying to make an excuse for being a whore and being loyal. First of all, if you are a whore, nobody's gonna think that you're loyal. Nobody cares for your loyalty because you're on the internet showing everyone your body. So it doesn't make sense. And if somebody is a virgin, first of all, and if someone is a virgin, they're more likely gonna have loyalty to the only person that they fuck. You're not making any sense, sweetheart.
But just because you have an offense doesn't mean you're a...
Men don't want to date sex workers.
Okay, that's...
Generally speaking, most men, if you were to ask most men, they don't... What's that?
What is so wrong with sex?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Sex is wonderful. Sex is wonderful.
It has to be under these guidelines, under this part.
You're the one who says you can't hold the guy down for longer than 2 weeks because you get bored.
God.
You even admitted yourself. You said earlier on the show you're very picky. That must mean that the guy has to meet XYZ criteria. It happens to be the case for us and for most men. Men are also allowed to have standards, and I would argue one of those standards is we don't want to date women who have...
It's just when you talk about your standards, it's so generalized.
Listen, your reaction to our standards, can you blame guys for not telling you their standards when you react like this?
Oh, I don't think I'm reacting that crazy, honestly.
You have denied reality time and time again when I've been telling you reality.
Dicks don't get beat up, pussies do though. But can we say that for the record? Dicks do not get beat up, pussies do.
So the D word, like he said,
penises do not get beat up, vaginas do. Let's not ever forget that.
The penis.
You seen a beat up penis?
Will go limp in a minute. And let me tell you something. If he's been ran
have you seen a penis with loose walls?
Hopped on as much as a female. I know you're gonna let me say this. If his penis is just ran through and everybody ran through penis, that means a girl that everybody that you know has slept with him too.
Hold on, that's part of me.
So
go ahead.
I definitely have to say.
Have you ever seen a ran through penis?
Everybody.
No, seriously.
Everybody's hopped on and off it.
No, excuse me, ma'am. Have you ever seen a ran through? Because this is the first time I've ever heard a penis be described as ran through.
Everybody's jumped on and off it.
But you've seen a beat up penis. You've seen a penis that's been bust open. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I've never seen.
But you have seen coochies that look like chopped liver. Or you've heard of them, or like roast beef. You have heard about coochies that you could feel like you're throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
I've heard of that for sure.
One of my friends, she lives in Austin, and she started working at a bar with a guy who I would consider to be the biggest male whore I'd ever met in Austin. That she would tell me these jokes. She'd be like, "Oh yeah, I was hanging out with so-and-so," and he tells me these jokes about all these girls he's fucking. We would laugh, and then she's married to him a couple months later. It's so funny when I hear guys that are like, "No, Michael, I don't want that perception on social media because if I come off like that, then I won't get a good girl." Most of the good girls that I know ended up marrying guys who've been with hundreds of women. One of my friends.
Sometimes you don't always need commentary in order to debunk somebody. But you want to know what is really strange about this whole conversation? What I find real funny is that if women were, or when they do come across men that are very disciplined when it comes to sex, as in like they're not even trying to partake in it, what's the first thing that these women do? They call them gay. They call them sassy. They think something's wrong with them. They'll come on TikTok and make a whole damn video about it. So once again, man, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh, I don't want a man that's ran through, right? But if that's the case, y'all think something's wrong with him. So it's like he's screwed either way. Either way, you look at him like like something wrong with him or he a problem. I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps you reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel. Unplugged Traveling, links is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.